TVFCU.
We are continuing our journey to the TVFCU Idea Leap grant giveaway that'll be taking place later this spring in the month of May, where they're giving away a lot of money to area businesses in the North Ocoee region, Northwest Georgia, and as well as right here in Chattanooga. So we're having a chance to be a part of the Ocoee-Bradley County part of it, as well as North Georgia. So this morning we are heading back down to Dalton, taking you to see some beautiful portraits at Bobbi Jo Brooks Photography. Okay, here's a question for you. When you think about the photographs that you may have lying around your house, probably in your phone, is there one that you think best represents you and who you are? I bet Bobbi Jo Brooks could find it. She is our next contestant to highlight with the TVFCU semi-finalist for the Idea Leap grant. Good, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So you have Bobbi Jo Brooks, fine art and photography. That's really important to distinguish the fine art, because in looking at the portraits that you have here at your studio, that's what they are. They're art.
Thank you.
It's a calling you have.
It is. I'm very passionate about it.
So you were sharing your story with me a little bit, and I will say that when we came into your studio this morning, I think it's a great space.
Thank you.
But you are hoping, if you win this money with the credit union's Idea Leap grant, you want to kind of renovate this a little bit.
I want to expand. I don't know if renovating here is the best idea because of how much it would take, or finding a bigger space so that I can serve my clients better and add additional portrait services.
So when we first came in, and the hallway leading into your studio is lined with all these beautiful portraits of women, you will photograph lots of different people, but you have this real passion for women, especially women over 40.
Yeah. So as a woman myself and living internationally, I have found that women don't have the same opportunities to be celebrated and showcased for their story and for their work. And actually, life over 40, a lot of us start second careers. And so because of some of my experiences as a woman, not having opportunities to do the same as some of my male counterparts in the job I used to have, I'm very passionate about coming alongside women, showcasing them, celebrating them, pampering them, and giving them a way to celebrate their story and the work of art that they are.
Well, here's what I noticed about it, because as you're listening to us talk, here's the great thing. If you yourself are a woman over 40 and you think, oh, I'd like her to bring me out in photography, or perhaps you're a daughter watching and you think your mom would be a great candidate, she's always kind of working on these publications, so reach out to her. But you don't have a standard look.
I don't.
The standard look is the individual person's personality.
Absolutely.
You bring that out.
Thank you. That's my goal. Every woman is different. Every woman has a story, but also every woman has their preferences. Some people like outdoor photos, some like the studio, some like, big bright backdrops. And so a part of my process is I do a style consultation to kind of get to know who you are, what you're interested in, and I try to craft my sessions around who you are.
I love how life has this way of getting you where you're going in very slow degrees.
Yeah.
That was certainly true of you. You didn't know photography was going to be your end game.
I did not. I studied social work and theology, and my social work job forced me to try to find beauty again in the world. And I borrowed a roommate's camera in the film days and started photographing flowers, making greeting cards, try to find connection to beauty again in the midst of a very hard job that I had, and then started photographing my roommates. And I've always been curious about people and their stories ever since I was young.
Yeah.
And so photography became the tool in my tool belt to help connect with people, help connect with communities, and also just to help celebrate.
I'm old enough to remember the Time Life magazines where they would have the photography of the year, the best pictures, and all these famous iconic ones that probably many people are pulling into their minds too. But a good photograph is very much a story.
It is.
In its own right. I was telling you, I loved peering into the faces of these women. You'll imagine, wonder what they're thinking about, or where are they remembering a certain time in their life.
Yeah.
And you don't try to gloss over that.
No. I have some women who come out of domestic violence situations. I have some women who come to do it as a way of celebrating their new professional advancement. I've had women who come to do it because they're celebrating being cancer-free or just got cancer diagnoses. So I believe a holistic life is showing the wrinkles and the scars, as well as the quote-unquote beautiful things.
So you kind of have two packages you offer.
Yeah.
So one is the women over 40.
40 over 40 portrait experience.
But then the other one is, what do you call it? As I Am?
As I Am, or As We Are.
And that's where you come in makeup if you want, or totally with nothing on your face if you want. But she has a way of bringing out your natural beauty and highlighting that.
Yeah, as I am is not that there's anything wrong with professional hair and makeup. I love them. I have people who work with me who do that. But in our world of filtered images where we feel like we have to achieve some beauty standard that who knows what that actual standard is anymore, it's about embracing who you are. It's shot completely in black and white, which is a very forgiving medium. And it's a guided experience. It's not like traditional photography where I'm like, oh, pose this way or that. I have prompts and guided experience to help you embrace and see yourself through a lens of love. And I have a lot of mothers and daughters who do it together. And one of my mother and daughter pairs did it. And afterwards, they told me a couple weeks later, like, it transformed the way that they communicate with each other.
Really?
That they talk more, they embrace each other, they call each other more. And so to me, that's a win where it helps people.
You know, you kind of gloss over a few things that you've done in your life. You did live internationally for a while, and you've taught various places, and you're not from the Dalton area. A life twist in COVID brought you here. Can you imagine being anywhere else now?
No, I can't.
Did you imagine that you would have this kind of opportunity in Dalton, Georgia, after all the world travels you had?
No. My friends that are back in Berlin, they're like, where do you live? I was like, let me send you the link to the map. Or people are like, oh, isn't that where carpet's made? I'm like, it's also where photos are made.
Right.
Now. And actually, about 66% of my 40 over 40 clients come from outside of Dalton. So I like to bring people here, either friends or clients, to be able to embrace and celebrate what Dalton is.
We have a very welcoming team. And you make people, I'm sure, feel very at ease when they're kind of exposed in front of your lens.
Very much so.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully we'll have a chance to hear more from Bobbi Jo as this competition with TVFCU continues. But you don't have to wait for that. You can book an appointment with her today. There's her contact information on your screen. And where can they get the publication if they want to?
I have it available when it's live on my website.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you have a banking need, whether it's for a small business idea of your own, a mortgage or car loan, even a savings account for a new baby, TVFCU would love to help you. Online or in person, they're there to help. Learn more at tvfcu.com.
At Massey & Associates, we've fought for our clients for over 20 years. If you've been injured in an accident on the road or because of someone else's negligence,